Hey guys, for this video we're going to take a look at this TopDon code reader. It is the Untitled 500, also called the AL500. Now TopDon was nice enough to send me this item for free so I can make a video showing it to you. We'll go through all the features here, then we'll get it out of the package and I'll show you in my truck this guy in action. So first off, right at the top, all 10 Obd2 modes for most 1996 and newer vehicles. I noticed on the Amazon listing, the most asked question was, will it work for vehicle X? If it's 1996 or newer, then 99% of the time the answer is yes. And if you're not sure, look under your dash, under the steering wheel, and look for a port that looks like this. We'll take a closer look in a second, but if you got the Obd2 port, it's going to work. Read and erase codes. Switch off the check engine light. That's the biggest function I think the average person is going to want to do. Patented one-click readiness test for smog test. So if you are in an unfortunate state or county where you have to pass a smog test before you can get plates or whatever for your vehicle, they have this button right here, the I am readiness button. It does your test to see if you're going to pass or not. And I think I'm not in one of those counties, thankfully, but don't they charge you to even have to do it? Maybe. If they do, then you definitely want to pass that on the scanner before opening up your wallet. Live data in graphic format. So when your car is running, you can actually see, and there's probably 100 different metrics you can look at, and it'll tell you everything that's going on with the vehicle there. We have freeze frame. And that is, if you had a malfunction, your check engine light came on, you can look up the freeze frame data and see what was out of whack at the time that the code was triggered. Then you can quickly look up your VIN number. Here, one neat thing we're going to look at is the LED light it comes with. I think that'll be pretty cool. It's got a built-in code library so you don't have to Google the codes. Record and replay. The PC print I'm really interested in. So you can print a hard copy of the data. And for me, I have a folder for every car that I have, and it's every receipt, every time it's had to go to the dealership, everything, all organized. I have it all. So I think people would like to know what codes came on their car just so they have reference down the road. But also, if you're a mechanic, whether in a professional shop or maybe you just have a side hustle doing mechanic work, if you could print out what was going on with someone's car, and when you're handing them that bill, you can also say, oh, here, this was the code that came up, this is what I had to do to fix it. I mean, being able to print it out and actually hand it to people will earn some goodwill and trust with customers. And it's also multilingual, so English, French, Japanese, German, Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish. So let's open this guy up and take a closer look. So here we go. The code reader itself. You also get a USB cable that plugs into the bottom. That's going to be for updates and probably to print your hard copy. Now, a lot of these scanners will come with lifetime updates, and I've owned scanners for several years now. I have never had to update them. So maybe something will come up at some time where it has to be updated, but generally you don't have to update it. You certainly don't have to update it before you use it. If you buy this thing, open up the package, plug it into your car. You don't got to do anything else. And then it comes with a couple of manuals that will go through really in depth all the different features that you have here. So that is what an Obd2 port looks like. That's what you're looking for on your dash if you don't know if you have one or not. And one thing that's really cool about this that I've never seen out of any other one, it has a built-in LED light. How cool is that? A little button right here. Now, I don't know how much value an LED light adds to the thing, but if you've ever been searching around trying to get it into the port, man, having a little light on the end of it actually is really useful. It's a smart idea. Another thing about this scanner, which was true also for the other TopDon scanner that I have, is they give you a pretty long cord, which is really nice. I had one where I swear it was about a 6-inch cord, and you'd plug this thing under your dash, and you got to be like crouched, looking around the steering wheel just to hold it because the cord was so short. This one you'll be able to get it right up in front of you. Should be nice and easy to use. Let's go out to the truck and plug it in, see what it looks like. Perfect example. Where's the port at? I can't see it. I don't see it. Oh. There it is. So for the buttons, we have a directional pad, we have the OK button, we have an exit, we have help, which may be very useful, and the I am button will take you to the I am readiness anytime you press it. It gets you right there. Pass, 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 pass. Looks good. All right. So let's go to Diagnose. Now my truck doesn't have any codes on right now, so we'll see what happens. No fault codes. So the exit button, so you can erase the codes. Whoops, I hit Diagnose again. You can erase the codes if they were present. The IM readiness we already looked at. Here's your live data. And once it loads, we'll just scroll through kind of quick so you get an idea of what's available. Oops. So you can see how it's updating as I hit the gas. And there are, looks like 46 items that it's going to go through. Now one thing is, not all Obd2 scanners are equal. I've done a video on one a year or so ago and it would not successfully pull up live data on this truck. It's a 2018 Chevy Colorado. So it is nice to see that this one's working just fine, and the other TopDon that I have loaded the live data just fine also. So 2 for 2 so far. So you can get graphical live data for various things also. So freeze frame, there's nothing there because I never had anything. And we're not going to do the vehicle information because it'll be the VIN number, and I think I'm not supposed to show people your VIN number for some reason. We have the review function. Now a lot of this just isn't going to have anything because it's new and we didn't have any codes, so we can look up trouble codes. So like I know I have changed on a vehicle of mine. It was a P0010. It was actually 10 and 111 or 11, but camshaft position actuator circuit open. Yep, that was it. And then the other one was 111. And there you go. So when your check engine light's on, it'll give you one of those codes, and you'll be able to put the code in there to find out what the heck it means. Then we also have the print function, which I don't have it hooked up. There it is, a quick overview of your TopDon AL500. Thanks for watching.